Hey y'all, it's Girl Nick. Today I wanted to tell you about a little experiment that I did this last month of being completely off social media. So for me, that was Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat. I used to be on Twitter back in like 2013, I would say. It was when Nicki Minaj was at the Super Bowl. I vividly remember that because I was tweeting that night and I had tweeted over 100 tweets in one night. And I was like, this is a lot. And when I looked at my total tweet count, it was 13,000. And I was like, we need to stop this. So I deleted my Twitter then. So I haven't had that for a very long time. And I don't really miss it, to be honest with you. But I'm a photographer, so I feel like Instagram and Facebook make more sense for me anyway. I want to preface this all by saying that there were several reasons I decided to do this detox, and 0 of them included not wanting to talk to humans. I am an ENFJ. I love to be by myself, but I need human interaction, and doing this after a breakup and during a global pandemic where people are quarantined and not really allowed to hang out was a horrible idea, because I have been so lonely and I have felt so alone, and social media should have been my lifeline at this time, and it wasn't. But that's okay, because I did learn a lot, and that's what I want to go over today. I do think that everybody should do this a couple times a year, to be honest with you. It gave me perspective. It put me back into the here and now. It allowed me to do a lot of things that I've been wanting to do for months, but I didn't have time. And I realized that it's not that I didn't have time, I was just so easily distracted. You know, it's so easy to just scroll through Instagram at night instead of picking up the book that you have been wanting to read for months, or, you know, chat with somebody on Facebook Messenger instead of starting the business that you've been wanting to. I have a degree in business marketing, and my specialty has always been social media marketing. I have taken courses on it and read books and taken online classes because I think it is so interesting how social media is replacing our old ways of marketing and advertising. And I think it's very important to stay in the know, especially being an entrepreneur and helping friends with businesses or family members, because it's how we advertise and it's how we connect these days. And so I love it. I think it's a really interesting topic. I think that social media is amazing. I think it has changed our world. I love the way that it keeps us connected to people, and I would never be anti-social media. So that's not what this was. Like, I love social media a little too much. Like, I wish people would call me by my Instagram handle, you know, like it's a lot. So that's not why I did this. Here are the 5 things that I learned. So number 1 is that we really have no way to stay connected, honestly, if we don't have social media. Even if we have cell phones with phone numbers, how are you going to tell people that you got a new phone number or you lost all your contacts? You put it on Facebook. How are you going to meet like new people? I want to personally meet like a future spouse at a bar. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it, but like, I don't go to the bar and like, I don't really drink. So why would I try to meet somebody that, and it's like, social media allows us to connect with people we never would have connected with. And what really bothered me was that in taking this detox and I did put out there, I said like, I'm gonna be off social media for a while, and I didn't say how long, and in the back of my mind, I thought it'd be about a week, and I went a month. But people, like, nobody reached out. Literally 0 people that I talked to on a daily basis on Instagram and Facebook, 0 of them reached out to me. They had my phone number. I posted my email if people really wanted to catch up, but social media, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat was the way that we kept our friendship alive. And it bummed me out because that's not what I wanted. And it showed a lot about how people view like what I was doing, but also how people view communicating on social media. And so that was the big thing that I learned, is that like, if we don't have social media, it is impossible to stay connected with anyone. I mean, not even just in my generation. I'm 25 and I my little sister is 10 and she was sending me TikToks. Oh, that's the other one that I got off that I'm not super on. I just like have it to learn the dances. Like I'm 25. It's not like my, I'm not the intended audience for TikTok, but like my 10-year-old sister was sending me TikToks that I couldn't watch. And so it's even like that generation, and people like the older generations are also all over Facebook. Like I have dozens of friends that I know from Kiwanis or school or work that like we haven't talked either because I'm not on Facebook to receive those messages. So that is the biggest. Social media keeps us connected. I don't care what anybody says. That is the best way, whether it be Facebook, Instagram, or Snapchat. So number 2 is that like the stuff that I do every day is not that important. Like I used to post on social media all day, every day. I loved it. I would post on Instagram. Usually my feed was like, I would post every couple days or every couple weeks. That I wasn't really updating often, but I would post on my story from the moment I woke up to the moment I went to sleep, like literally in my bed. And same with Facebook stories or posting a status on Facebook or whatever it might be. Like now that I don't have anywhere to put it, it's like, maybe nobody actually really cared that I thought my eyebrow looked funny when I laid in bed. And maybe I don't need to like post on Facebook every time I want a recommendation for a restaurant or a new doctor. Like I could just look at the reviews on Google. So that definitely put what I do in a daily, what I do on the daily in perspective. Like it's not that important, and like I don't want to be doing stuff just so I can post it and like talk with people about it. Don't get me wrong, I'm gonna go back to doing exactly what I was doing and posting all day every day. I love it, like, but it made me realize that it's not that important. So number 3 is that if you don't have social media but you have a phone and you think social media is distracting you and being off social media will get you off your phone, that's not the case. I tracked my screen time because I have an iPhone that tells you your screen time. And just because I deleted Instagram and Facebook and Snapchat, my screen time did not go down. I just found other ways to waste time on my phone. And so I think that a lot of people blame phone usage on social media, and I think that's a farce. I don't think that's true. We will want to be on our phone whether we have social media or not. I read so many articles. I looked up the news all the time. I played games. Like I've always loved Sudoku. I've been really good at Sudoku. It was something my dad and I had, and I like got bored of regular Sudoku, so I downloaded this Sudoku challenge, and there's like another step to like the Sudoku game, and like I literally have completed maybe 3 months worth of Sudoku daily puzzles. No, it's 4 months worth of Sudoku daily puzzles in this 1 month that I've been up. Like we will find a way to be on our phone. Social media is not the distraction. If you want to be off your phone, like get rid of everything off of your phone, like games and social media and news, like just put your phone down. Number 4 is that it is really, really, really easy to be ignorant about what's going on in the world. So I used to look around at people like in the grocery store who were oblivious to like what was happening. You know, the people that were wearing masks or weren't. And like, I'm not gonna ever get into that stuff, but there were people that straight up did not know that like we were in a global pandemic, or that there were protests all around us, or, you know, back when it was election time or anything like that. Like, I'd be like, how do you not know? How can you just be that ignorant? How can you not be privy to what is happening all around us? And the truth is, like, they probably aren't on social media. And like, where else do we get our information if not on social media? Newspapers are honestly a thing of the past. Like, there is something nostalgic about having a newspaper now, and I don't know anyone, literally anyone my age or older, that actively reads or like seeks out a newspaper, like a physical newspaper, like maybe online, sure. But I took off social media in the peak of the Black Lives Matter movement, all of the protests going on with that, and the murders of unarmed Black people, also during COVID-19 in the world, also during a lead up to an election. And ever since I've been off it, like, and I was so inundated with information. Like, I felt like I knew everything I needed to know. I was so educated and I was so aware and knowledgeable, and I like had all of these sources, and I thought it was amazing. And now that I'm not on social media, I literally have no pulse on what's going on in society. Like, I physically have to type in a news like site now so I can get the news, because I don't have Facebook events that are telling me when a protest is happening, or I don't have a Facebook group that I'm following in the area that will tell me if a road is closed down for whatever reason, construction or not, or if there's an accident. I don't have Instagram to show me like if I'm registered to vote or not. So it makes sense to me now. Like, when I see these people who just are unaware, it's because they probably aren't on social media being bombarded with information all day and all night. And like, I personally think it's equally peaceful and terrifying, because I don't have to necessarily like worry as much, right? Like, just understanding the political and social climate in your country or your hometown or whatever can be really stressful, especially if things are not gravy. And it's peaceful, right, to not like think about all that, but it's really scary that I don't know. And it's scary that there are people walking around that don't know and can't like affect change or help out or whatever. So equal parts peaceful and like, wow, what a relief and a break, but also equal parts terrifying that there's just not information coming to me. And I also want to say that like, I am super tech savvy. Like, I am on the Apple ecosystem. Like, I have the watch, the iPad Pro, the MacBook, I have my iPhone 11 Pro Max. Like, I am super into tech and really good at it, honestly. Like, I taught myself to HTML code when I was 10 years old. Like, I had a MySpace page where I made layouts for people and had site models and like did the graphic design. I had an Instagram with over 10,000 followers. Like, I am good at tech and I'm good at social media. So like, it's not that people who don't have tech aren't getting this information. It's like, specifically, I think people that aren't on social media, because I could sign up for like news subscriptions and stuff if I wanted, but like, I didn't. And it's because I used to get all my news on social media. All right, and lastly, number 5 is that social media is so fun. Like, I thought that maybe after a month I would be like, oh, I don't need social media. Like, it was a waste of time and a distraction and boring. But like, literally, it's just reinstilled the fact that I love it. I think it is so fun. It is such a cool tool to stay connected. And I mean, you meet so many people, you talk to so many people, you get attention, which humans need and crave and want. And just being able to share your life with people that aren't in your immediate circle is so gratifying. And being able to be in other people's lives that you don't necessarily get to see all the time, and staying connected with people that you knew from when you were younger or from a different state when you went to college or whatever it might be. Like, social media is just fun. And I probably will do detoxes like this often, because it does bring me back into a different kind of world I've never experienced. And I like read a lot of books and I got a lot of stuff done with my brand and these YouTube videos and whatnot. But I mean, it is just fun. I will never be able to not be on social media. I can't do it. And I think it's okay. I actually totally believe that it is okay to love social media as much as I do. I think that it is necessary, honestly. Like, especially during a global pandemic where we have to social distance and quarantine, but it's important to have those real life connections and those virtual connections, because I truly believe that like one of our purposes as humans is to make meaningful connections and have love and be loved. And so those are the 5 things that I learned from taking a month off of social media. Now, please go follow me. Talk to me, let's be friends. I have so much I want to say and post and do. I cannot wait. I don't even know what my first post is going to be. Like, gets me excited to think about, but I'm also like really, really excited to see if I have a ton of notifications and to just scroll for like hours and get caught up on my friends' lives. And so yeah, thank you for watching. I hope that you've learned something and that if you can't or don't want to take a detox, at least you know what it's like to do that. And I am happy that I was able to sacrifice my social media life for you to learn. But also I hope that you do consider doing a detox, even if it's not a month, even if it's just a couple days or whatever. It's really cool to unplug and like see a world that I've never seen because I've had a phone since I was, 11 years old. So peace out, y'all. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment, tell me your thoughts. I want to hear what you guys think. I want to hear what you guys want to see because I'd be nothing without y'all.